Welcome back to the 19th episode of Explained. Senorics recently celebrated its 6th birthday, and so today we are going to reflect on the 6 lessons that we have learned since the start. I will walk you through each of the lessons, and you can see whether you agree with me or whether you have learned different things within your time at your company. The first lesson is be prepared to tweak your products over and over again. You have to ask yourself, do you like your products? Do you find your product novel and think it will solve a real-world problem? That's a great start. But the real question is, do your customers like your product? Is it going to benefit them in some way? Over the past 6 years, we have optimized our products continuously to make sure that they cater to the needs of our customers. We did this because, as everybody knows, listening to and implementing customer feedback is the ultimate trump card. After all, a product will only be successful if it meets customer requirements and makes their life and work easier and more convenient. This has taught us to be willing to adapt our products and see every adjustment as an opportunity to make them even better. The second big lesson that we have learned is that we have to learn from our defeats and mistakes. Occasionally, defeats are part of every company's journey. And for Senorics, one of these defeats was the beer analyzer that was developed some years ago. The device turned out to be too complex at the time and a product market fit couldn't be achieved. This was a valuable lesson as it showed us the importance of being able to tell when an application has failed and when it is time to focus on another. When it comes to addressing mistakes made in everyday workday life, we maintain open and trusting communication. We have learned to see mistakes as something very human, and we don't blame each other when something goes wrong. Instead, we focus on how we can deal with it in the best possible way and what we can do as a team to prevent it from happening again in the future. Lesson number 3 is that scalability is very important. There are several challenges when it comes to scalability of hardware though. Unlike software, hardware needs to be physically manufactured to be sold on the market. While we have now installed a production line that assists us with this first big scaling step, we have also learned that hardware startups need to be a little creative. While software companies can rely on ongoing profit from updates and subscriptions, hardware can generally only be sold once. This is why it is important to consider business models that allow for scalability. For example, hardware rental services. And in our case, or in Senorics' case, material sensing as a service. Lesson number 4 is that no 2 days are the same. That is another thing we have realized when we worked those 6 years at Senorics and at a startup. This means that it never gets boring, but it also means that people need to be willing to adjust their schedule and tasks according to current issues. This has taught us to stay agile and flexible, and also to be prepared to tackle current issues as soon as they appear. Let's move on to lesson number 5. A motivated team is key to success. We have learned that having a great team leads to great results, and that it is wise to choose team members thoughtfully. While professional skills are obviously immensely important, interpersonal skills are too. So when we are hiring a new employee, we pay close attention to their ability to communicate clearly and their preparedness to work in a team as well as self-dependently. Additionally, we have found that an employee's level of passion for the product and their willingness to contribute their ideas are crucial for a company's success. We have also found that the experience that people bring into the company from similar technology fields is extremely valuable. And finally, we have also thought that combining motivation and fresh ideas with industry insights is actually an amplifier for successful outcomes within teams. Let's move on to our final lesson. Giving up is not an option. There have been many challenges in our path, but each of them has only motivated us to try harder and to stay on track. We have learned that defeats don't mean failure, and that the next success is usually just around the corner. We would like to take this opportunity to thank our customers, investors, and partners for their support and commitment over the past 6 years. We wouldn't be where we are today without you, and we are looking forward to what lies ahead. Those were the 6 lessons, the 6 biggest lessons we have learned in the past 6 years. And now I'll give you some time to reflect and see whether you agree or whether there's maybe some other lessons that you have learned in your company. If you have any questions, make sure to contact us at inquiry@senorics.com or at hannah.zenal@senorics.com, and also subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any future episodes. I will see you soon.